Hello and welcome to ARIRANG News Break on this Friday, June 10th. Live from Seoul, I'm Han Daeun. Struggling under the weight of unprecedented international sanctions, North Korea has suggested the two Koreas hold civilian-level dialogue to discuss ways to reunify the peninsula. The latest proposal comes just 3 weeks after Seoul rejected Pyongyang's offer for military talks. We begin with Connie Kim.
Having failed at its previous attempts, North Korea is again proposing dialogue with the South, and this time it isn't limiting it to just military or government talks. The North state-run Korean Central News Agency said Friday that Pyongyang wants to hold a gathering of South and North Koreans who hope for the reunification of the peninsula on the 71st anniversary of Korea's liberation from Japanese colonial rule. The report didn't specify a time or place for the gathering. North Korea says it would be an opportunity to discuss ways to reunify the peninsula and ease tensions. In return, the North called for a halt of all military exercises for war, unity, and push for reunification under a confederation with autonomous governments. North Korea's latest offer comes just a few weeks after Kim Jong-un proposed interKorean military talks during the Workers' Party's landmark Congress in May. The South Korean government has stressed there will be no dialogue until the North shows a willingness to give up its nuclear weapons program. Connie Kim, ARIRANG News.
South Korea's military has sent police boats into the Han River estuary that flows into the West Sea to root out Chinese fishing boats operating illegally in the area. This is the first time the military police have entered the waters near the de facto maritime border between North and South Korea since the armistice that ended the hostilities in the Korean War in 1953. However, concerns are rising because military police operations in the area could trigger an unwarranted collision with the North. Illegal activity by Chinese fishing boats in South Korean territory has caused a great deal of economic damage to Korean fishermen, who saw a sharp decrease of 70% in their crab catch so far this year. Major banks in Korea are considering rate cuts after the nation's central bank slashed its key rate for the first time in almost a year. The banks are reportedly mulling the timing and scope of a cut. Nonghyup Bank is expected to start the race by lowering the rates of its deposits and savings products as early as next week. Other commercial banks like KB Kookmin Bank and Uri Bank are expected to follow suit within the next few weeks. The Bank of Korea on Thursday cut its key rate by 1/4 percentage point to a record low of 1.25%. In a massive boost to her campaign, Hillary Clinton has won President Barack Obama's endorsement as his favored successor. In a video message released by the Clinton campaign, Obama said the presumptive Democratic Party nominee was so qualified for the job as the U.S. president. Park Jong-hong reports.
In a 3-minute-long video message, President Obama said he was eager to get out and campaign for Hillary Clinton.
I know how hard this job can be. That's why I know Hillary will be so good at it. In fact, I don't think there's ever been someone so qualified to hold this office. She's got the courage, the compassion, and the heart to get the job done.
Earlier this week, Clinton surpassed the magic number of delegates required to win the Democratic ticket and became the first female presidential nominee of a major U.S. party. The endorsement increases pressure on Clinton's rival, Bernie Sanders, to concede the race. Sanders has not yet offered his all-out backing for Clinton. But after talks with Obama at the White House, Sanders said he would meet Clinton in the near future and work with her to ensure Republican nominee Donald Trump was not elected president in November. The Vermont senator said he would stay in the race until the final Democratic primary vote in Washington, D.C. on June 14th. Wrapping up his video message, Obama called for the Democratic Party to unite behind Clinton, saying it would ensure not only election victory, but a brighter future for the United States. Park Jong-hong, ARIRANG News.
Korea's star golf player Pegeen Bae has become the youngest player ever to be inducted into the LPGA Tour Hall of Fame. Pak, who is 27, qualified for the feat after she finished the first round of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship in U.S. state of Washington on Thursday. She is only the second Korean inductee after Pak Se-ri back in 2007 and the 24th overall. The qualifications require the player to have a minimum of 10 years on the tour and at least 27 points in individual competitions. Pegeen Bae fulfilled the 10-year requirement by participating in the recent KPMG Championship, and she satisfied the 27-point requirement in late 2015 when she won her second VAR trophy, given to the player with the lowest scoring average for the year. And that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to ARIRANG for more in-depth coverage on the day's stories throughout the day.